Had somebody mentioned Mr. Rogers to you but you had no clue what they were talking about? Well, that happened to me. And after doing some research, I realized he was so much more than just a children's TV show host. Mr. Rogers pioneered the art of children's TV and changed how we think of it even to this day. Without Mr. Rogers, many of the shows that you grew up loving wouldn't even be a thing. In the late 1960s, Mr. Rogers started a show called Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The whole point of the show was to make children feel like they really belonged in a society where they were often dismissed as an afterthought. It wasn't just that. Rogers touched on many issues such as war and racism going on in the world today that kids hadn't been exposed to back then. This new style of TV made it very popular among kids and adults. Fred Rogers had a way of talking to his viewers that forged a relationship with them, making deep bonds with his audience. This was something that shows in the time such as the Looney Tunes and Flintstones weren't able to do, which is what made the show so unique. The popularity of the show skyrocketed, and Mr. Rogers quickly became a national icon. The show also referenced things that might have passed right over the head of the children, but to parents, they were very influential. The show also references the Bible a lot in many different occasions. The term, "Won't you be my neighbor," references one of the 10 Commandments, love thy neighbor as thyself. It was Rogers' lifelong goal to instill these values in young kids, and he did it constantly throughout the show. He even took a stand against racial equality to show kids what's really right in the world. Mr. Rogers had black actors across the cast of his show, which, after civil rights ended a couple decades ago, people still weren't ready to understand that black people were part of the community. Apart from this, though, Rogers had one big moment that really took a stand against racism. The episode would depict a hot summer day in which Mr. Rogers has his feet in a wading pool. One of the black cast members on the show, Officer Clemens, was invited by Mr. Rogers to join him in the pool. This was considered revolutionary for the time, because many pools were still segregated across the country. This stand Rogers took made children realize what was right and what was wrong in society. But the episode isn't over. After they're finished in the pool, Officer Clemens realizes that he doesn't have a towel. This was so momentous because many black people were thought of as dirty, as if they had some kind of disease. Sharing something with them, such as a towel, was considered unorthodox, and many people avoided doing so. Rogers was the only exception, though. He was determined to show kids what equality really was, and this was a prime example of him doing so. Rogers famously offers for them to share the towel together. Rogers famously quotes, "For children, play is serious learning. Play is really the work of childhood." This highlights how Mr. Rogers thought of children as so much more than just an afterthought. Now, if someone asked you who Mr. Rogers was, don't just say a children's TV show host. Say a pioneer. Say a role model. Because you and I both know that he was so much more than that. Without Mr. Rogers, the world would not be as it is today.